Hey guys, welcome to this new episode of R&D Garage. I want to give a warm welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing our content. And obviously turn on those notifications because we have so much planned for you this summer. It's going to be insane. And I haven't forgotten about all you guys who've been following since the beginning or along the way. Of course, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we are taking our first break from the Mustang series to do the rear shocks in Grandpa Truck. Now, we did the front shocks, I want to say a couple years ago, certainly before R&D Garage came about, and we just never found the time to do the rears. And, you know, you car guys know how it is. You know, you get busy and then all of a sudden you notice, that doesn't feel good right now. So anyway, stay tuned. We're about to put these rear shocks in Grandpa. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and replace the rear shocks with these. They're KYB gas adjust shocks, and they're basically kind of a stock replacement. Not totally aggressive, just kind of run of the mill. And as always, when you're replacing parts, what's the first thing you do? Compare, because the last thing you wanna do is put in a shock that's maybe a little too long, doesn't quite fit, not good. Okay, let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is take off this bolt using our 3/4 socket and 3/4 wrench. So what I'm gonna do is hold the wrench on this side and use our good old ugga on the other side and take it off. And this is, oh, there we go. And since it's an older truck, it sounds like you're killing it every time you do something like this. But it is out. Yay. Moving on. Okay guys, so here's our next nut right here that we're going to take off. So since it's captive on this side, we don't need to hold a wrench on the other side. We're just going to take our torque wrench and take it right off. And it's always really, really good, well you can't see me right now, but to wear glasses while you're doing this, especially under an older vehicle, because you can see if there's rust flakes. You don't want anything to get into your eyes. Okay, and we are in reverse. So let's go ahead. There we go. Perfect. I'm so used to like the little import cars going me, 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 that whenever I hear a giant sound, I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? But now this is off. This is good. Let's move on. Okay, now we're going to disconnect the shock. So you can see this one's basically ready to go. So all I'm going to do is pull out on that. This I'm hoping will be able to slide out as well. If not, we'll take a break and I'll grab my pry bar. So let's go ahead and do this bottom first. Oh yeah, that was super simple. So now let's see if I can inch this one out. And you can see, obviously, these are original to the truck. Oh, lots of junk falling out. And yeah, that one's not going to slide off so easily. So I've got D handing me a pry bar. Let's go ahead and do this. And as always, it's really good if you have your tetanus shot. Oops. Ah! Come on. Okay, this is like really, really stuck. Let's go ahead and take a short break. Oh, you know what? Come on, dude. Oh. Okay, well, I am actually, oh, here we go, guys. It's coming loose. And lots of junk. I'm really glad I'm wearing glasses. There we go. Perfect! Woof! And it's off. Okay, I'm gonna grab the new one. Okay guys, well, we have the shock off, so this is a good opportunity to actually clean off the pivot. Now, I know a lot of you, if you work on maybe one of your cars and you're changing something out, it may be a case of, well, forget the next guy, I'm just worried about my car right now. Well, you may be the next guy in this case to work on your same car, so you never want to kind of like mess it up for yourself. So in this case, I applied also a little bit of anti-seize. So in the event that, well, in this case, we'll definitely be keeping, obviously, the truck. So in the event I change out the shocks again, it won't be a total battle to get it off. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead, put on the shock now. You always want to do the top end first. And so I'm going to slip it in. Just like that. Beautiful. So you can just kind of let it hang. And now I'm going to put on the washer, which it's another one that looks kind of like a little plate or a bowl. And so the bottom of the bowl goes on like that. And then we're going to put this nut on, and the flat side down is how it's going on. So I'm just going to do it finger tight for now. And again, remember to wear your safety glasses. Okay, and we'll use the torque wrench for the rest of that. And then after this, we're gonna go ahead and snip and attach the bottom part. Okay guys, I decided to come out from under the truck because I want to show you this, and it's a lot easier to see up here. So KYB actually includes this kit, which is awesome, because what you're going to do, and it's super simple to put together, that goes in like that. The bolt is actually a smaller diameter, as you can see, so it's going to fit perfectly. But anyway, that slides in like that, and then you're going to turn it over to this side, the little washers here, and these fit on either side. Thank you. It's a little bit slippery. So as you can see, this is basically how it goes together, like a sandwich. And then obviously the bolt goes in. Beautiful. Let's get this on the truck. Okay guys, here is the game plan. So I'm going to go ahead, set up my little sandwich in here of what I just showed you, and then I'm going to aim it basically where it's supposed to go. And Dee's going to come along, he's going to snip this, and as soon as he does, it's basically going to go, Foo! So this shall be interesting. I'm going to do my best to basically get it into the bracket here, but again, you never know how things are going to completely go. So let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to slide this in here, and we've got that little bit of anti-seize. There we go. I've got this sandwich. Oops. Flipping everything. And like this. Okay, I've got my sandwich in place. I'm pointing it towards where it's supposed to go, and now he's going to snip. Okay. And, oh my gosh, you guys, we are just that good. Oops, can you get the bolt in there? Nope. So we've got to press it a little bit. Okay. What are you doing?
Trying to press it.
Oh. Oh.
Hold it.
I am. Ah, yes. Are all. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so you guys, anybody, if you've ever wrestled with one of these gas shocks, you know what a bear it is to get them into place. And like, if you happen to not aim it correctly and it shoots out, you got a ton of work ahead of you. So we've got it in. I'm going to go ahead, bang the bolt in the rest of the way, put on the nut, and we should be good. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to put on the nut. Woot! Okay, let's go ahead and tighten these guys up. Okay guys, now we're going to get to tightening and to torquing. So the good news is both of these bolts, once they're fully torqued, will be at 40 foot-pounds. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and tighten them, just kind of finger tight, and then do the torquing. So, okay, it's always good to have, obviously, the wrench on this side, and you can butt it up against the axle just to kind of give it a little bit of structure there. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten up this guy. Oops. There we go. It's coming in on the wrong angle. Okay. nice and tight right there. And I'm going to leave the wrench on it. So again, provide some stability. And now I'm going to go ahead and tighten this guy down. And I'm just going to kind of tighten it down so that it's buttoned up against the little plate here against the edge. And then I'll grab the torque. So, oof. And again, wear your glasses, especially if you're under a rusty, from the bottom anyway, car. Okay, and that actually looks pretty good. I'll give it one more just for good measure. Beautiful. And now I'm going to take off this socket, put it on the torque wrench, and get to torque it. Oh, and try not to bang anything on the bottom of Grandpa. There we go. Okay, so again, 40 foot-pounds. And not a whole lot of room under here. And again, be careful. Waiting to hear a soft little click and not hit myself in the mouth. Oh, sorry, it's such a weird angle underneath here. There we go, beautiful. I'm gonna tackle this side. Okay, you know what, guys? Actually, I have to go ahead and tighten that just a little bit more, or else I'm going to be torquing forever. And where did... There it is. Okay. Okay. So again, 40 foot-pounds. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's move on. It's so hot. Okay, guys, so now that the shock is complete and in place, we're going to take off our wrench and we're going to take a quick little look around. With the e-brake cable, the reason why they have the rubber right here is so it doesn't rub excessively against the shock. And as you can see, it's not. So this is good because obviously we don't want our shiny new parts getting all kind of wrecked. So yeah, this is awesome. I'm going to crawl out from under the truck and we'll talk some more. As you guys can see, this is basically kind of a 10-minute job. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other side. It'll be a lot easier, especially without a camera in your face. And then after this, I always like to tell people, go for a short drive, maybe test out that suspension a little bit, make sure, you know, all the bolts are tight when you bring it back in, and make sure nothing is rubbing. So I'm going to get busy doing everything I just said. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching R&D Garage. Thank you again for subscribing. Please subscribe, please turn on those notifications. And I love your comments so much. I can't say that enough. I love your comments, your participation, and the fact that you guys are really getting my channel out there. So thank you so much. And we will get back to work on the fastback very soon, and we'll have a new video shortly. Take care, you guys.